we're very fortunate. Everywhere I travel in the world, we're recognized as the top brand in our industry. The thing, I've worked there, as I said, almost 35 years. I don't know that I've ever gotten up one morning and I go, I don't really want to go today. I think it's part of our legacy and our heritage to be someone that stands behind the products they build. I think that'll be the go forward for Gulfstream for a long time to come.
Hey, we're coming to you from the static display at NBAA 2017, and we're kind of in the Gulfstream tent area, and they've got all these beautiful planes sitting around. We're fortunate enough today to get to meet with Mark Burns. Really more just curious how they have stayed on top for all these years. They're just undisputed the best global jet brand. Hey, Nick Tarascio here with Mark Burns of Gulfstream. And Mark, I'm curious to hear what's the most exciting stuff that's coming out of Gulfstream here at NBAA this year?
So the exciting part's having both of our new two airplanes in development, the G500 and the G600, fully outfitted for the first time here at the air show. So we're very excited about that. The technology in the airplane's just amazing. Customer response has been outstanding. So very proud of having those two airplanes here for the first time.
Very cool. And it's interesting. There's a lot of competition in the market of jets that you guys are playing in. How have you kept ahead of the curve? Because it seems like Gulfstream still has that #1 position.
Right. We're very fortunate. Everywhere I travel in the world, we're recognized as the top brand in our industry. I believe it's rooted in a long-term plan that we started back in the early 2000s, and we've been very disciplined about sticking to that plan, and it includes a new generation of airplanes that started with the G650 and now the 500 and the 600. These high-speed high-performance airplanes are part of our foundation of our investment, but we continue to look for the future. So I think our discipline of investing in new products and new technologies and service has kind of kept us ahead of the competition.
Fantastic. And what's the culture like in the company? Is that a big part of your success?
Having been with the company for almost 35 years, I think culture is everything. I think the pride that our people take in the products and the services we provide, the closeness to our customer that they have every day is truly part of our success. And I think it's part of our legacy and our heritage to be someone that stands behind the products they build. And I think that'll be the go forward for Gulfstream for a long time to come.
Excellent. And what's your personal why? What keeps you getting up every day?
Well, I tell you, I love the opportunity to work with the customers and own our airplanes and see the success that they have. The thing, I've worked there, as I said, almost 35 years. I don't know that I've ever gotten up one morning and I go, I don't really want to go today. And a lot of that's because of the people you get to work with and the expertise they have and just the whole excitement of being in aviation. And then, the things we get to work on every day, the new product development, the look for the future of where we're going, the strategy of it all. It's just an exciting point in time to be at Gulfstream.
And is there a moment you think back in your experience with Gulfstream, is there one moment that you think about when you think like that's the moment I'm most proud of? That was when I really got to have the biggest contribution.
Yeah, I've been asked that a lot, and the contributions that I've personally made pale in comparison to the team effort that we've had. I feel most proud of several teams that I've worked on through the years, and it goes all the way back to the G4 design. That was a game-changing moment for Gulfstream. The G4 was kind of an unheard of product at the time, and I think developing the G650 was another point in time, but again, it was a large team effort. But I can still remember the very first meeting we had on the G650 very vividly, and we walked out of the room that day with an agreement. We were going to make an airplane that was a quantum leap forward of everything that we competed against. And so there's many memorable things to me having been here for so long, but most of it is associated with a team of people that I had the opportunity to work with.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much for the time, and thanks for building quite the aspirational brand for the rest of us.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Biggest takeaway from talking to Mark is that it does shed some light on how they're doing what they're doing. I mean, the guy is just like this perfect balance of an engineering mindset and also just really good with people, because to be able to pull off things like this, building aircraft like this, it's not just an engineering challenge. It needs so many people to make it work. There's so many people that have to come together to pull something off like this. It's just inspirational. Again, standing around a Gulfstream, I'm almost speechless. It's really, these planes are absolutely beautiful.